I finally get to review a Qui-Gon Jinn replica quality Neopixel lightsaber. How much does this bad boy cost? And how does it sound? How does it feel in the hand? How much blade depth does it have? Unfortunately, this does not come with two things that you're gonna want with your Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. I'm gonna answer all those questions and more, so don't go anywhere. Hey all you Star Wars fans, thank you so much as always for clicking on my video. Really appreciate you guys. This is Finding the Force, and as always, I'm hanging around. Hello there. One of these days I'm gonna figure out a way how to hang from the ceiling, and it's gonna freak you guys out. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos who aren't subscribed, so please hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, mash that like button because I'd really appreciate it. So before I show off this awesome lightsaber, I have to thank Artsabers. Thank you guys so much for sending me this awesome, super fun Jedi Master prequel lightsaber because I need to build up my prequel collection for sure. I'm also lacking on the prequel t-shirt department, so I'm going to be working on that too. But you guys know I've been working with Artsabers for years now. They have a 1-year warranty, free shipping, and no hidden taxes or fees. When you see that price on their website, that's the price that it is till the end of the transaction. And this is one cool Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. Man, my first impression is that it feels perfect. Feels super balanced from the emitter to the pommel. It looks just like the movie, and it fits perfectly into my Star Wars Galaxy's Edge lightsaber belt clip. Like a glove? How does Jim Carrey quotes always sneak their way into my videos? I don't know. And you know what makes my heart so happy? All the younglings who watch The Phantom Menace have now grown up and have a huge appreciation for the prequels, and I love seeing all the love, and so do the actors. I remember from Star Wars Celebration, for the launch of the Kenobi series, they interviewed Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor a lot, and they both said how touched and moved that they were, that there was such a new appreciation for the films because it got so much negativity from fans and critics.
You know, and so what you did here then was the critics' response to them, which wasn't very kind. I think George Lucas had always decided he wanted to tell those stories in a different way. He didn't want to just remake the 3 films that he made in the 70s. And so he pushed into a different area, and people didn't like it, you know, the critics didn't like it anyway. So we were left with that sort of feeling that they weren't much liked at the time, and it was difficult for us because we threw our heart and souls into them. And then now over the last, certainly the last 5 or 6 years, I started to realise that the generation of people who we made them for, who were kids when they came out, really like them. And it's nice, it feels good, it feels...
So, come on guys, let's take a closer look. What do you say? All right guys, check out this awesome Qui-Gon Jinn Neopixel lightsaber. This thing looks identical to his saber he used in the movie. It is beautiful in its simplicity. I finally found a way to describe what's going on here with this hilt. It looks like one giant shroud is kind of encapsulating the like solid black rigid hilt. It's very interesting how the curves in the grip are slightly different than the more flattened striations up here near the neck. So the shroud is cut so interestingly that it's nice and flat here on the grip, but has the sharper kind of a shape of an ocean wave. Up near the emitter, has one single red accent. I really feel like having at least 3 colors on a saber is the minimum to make it really interesting. I've just decided that. You know, 3 colors or 3 different textures will make a saber, I think, more well-rounded and interesting to the eye as a weapon, not only as being functional. But the end cap is surprisingly well vented. We'll hear that in just a minute. The grip feels great, and this is not a super chrome finish to this, so you don't have to worry about fingerprints. You know, the whole saber is a single button activation, which I'm okay with. It works great. Very easy in the hand. Okay, so one thing I could not forget to show you guys is the really neat chassis setup they have for this unique Qui-Gon lightsaber. Now, I've seen a lot of Qui-Gon chassis actually come out, and they'll be like 8 or 10 inches long and come out of the pommel. But this one is a bit different. The whole upper half is going to unscrew. Watch this, check it out. It gives you access to the chassis. This is exactly the same chassis design they have in the grip of the Luke Skywalker. Link up above, the really cool gunmetal gray, thin neck Luke Skywalker lightsaber. This whole part, pop, Boom. So now you have full access to the Proffie board, and even though the battery looks pretty easily removable, I love the really super convenient recharge port right over here. Just pop this out. You know, just recharging the chassis is much easier and will fit into tight spaces next to chargers and stuff like that. Oops, mine went off there. There we go. Let's twist that off. And especially since these grooves are very deep and more accurate to his hilt, it probably wouldn't be the best design to have a super flat, thin chassis running along the whole thing. This is very efficient and convenience. Just pop it right back in nice and easy, and on goes the emitter. Now working up here towards the emitter has the classic silver ring at the very top, and this bad boy has got not one, not two, but 3 different retention screws telling you to take this outside, duel with your buddies, have a good time. And of course, guys, when I say duel with your buddies, I don't mean try to send each other to the emergency room. That's like the first thing you have to tell any friend who doesn't own a lightsaber is it's not a baseball bat. Don't try and take my head off. It's all about form and trying to block and parry each other. It's a good time. I think that these super strong, medium thickness polycarbonate blades are totally fine. Now, of course, I don't want to forget to mention that you have 2 options when you buy this lightsaber from Artsabers, the SN Neopixel soundboard, or of course, I recommend the Proffie version. It's a little bit more, but the total, including the blade and the accessories and everything, is $490. But of course, if you use my link and discount code down below, not only are you supporting your favorite family Star Wars YouTuber, but you're also going to get a nice discount on your purchase. So it's that time to turn it on, check out the sound, and you guys know I always like to check blade depth because I do have fun with my son and play fight, and this looks like a good inch. So I'm officially calling it 1 inch and 1/4. And again, I like using the front and side retention screws myself for maximum stability and less wiggle. And one thing to note though is that unfortunately this does not come with 2 things that you're gonna want with your Qui-Gon Jinn lightsabers. One, you're probably gonna want a nice flush blade plug to make it look more like the replica from the film. Doesn't come with that. However, an easy fix is if you go on Saber Armory. KR Sabers is a stand-up guy and really a pillar in the lightsaber and Star Wars community. And if you go on his website, he sells a handful of different styles of hollow blade plugs that you can either cut off the end or slowly shave down with some sandpaper so it'll fit perfect. And I know he sells a flat silver one, and it's only like, you know, 10 bucks or something. And the other thing, unfortunately, it does not come with is a Qui-Gon Jinn sound font, which also is a very, very easy fix. Link up above to my video on how to take only 5 minutes to easily change the sound fonts on any of the blade color profiles on your lightsaber, beef up your saber and make it more custom without having to mess with software and wires and all that kind of stuff. I'm really excited to show off and check out with you guys Kyberphonics Qui-Gon Jinn sound font, which I put on this bad boy. Again, just took me a few minutes. All right, let's check this out. And of course, I always love Force gesture controls. Yes. I'm going to say it again. This lightsaber feels great. It's very lightweight. So for any of you Qui-Gon Jinn cosplayers out there, or maybe you just love his saber, like I said, it works perfect with like the $10, $15 belt clip from Galaxy's Edge. And it's really light. This is not going to burden you for a convention or if you take it to the Disney parks. Oh, I went ahead prematurely, checked the spin test. You guys see that? Oh yeah, up near the neck. Perfect for spinning, especially with a lighter blade. I love the light blades myself. I can hear it. I can hear the prequels fighting, you know, the separatist droid army when I hear those blaster deflects. Nice. Good sound ventilation, clear. Let's hear the clashes. The lightning block. In case you counter some Sith Lords. Lock up. Hear those accent swings? Yes. Man. Feels really good. This is really fun. Definitely a two-handed saber. I almost want to... It's flirting with the category of like katana, you know, because it's a very long design. 2 hands for sure. And you guys know I love my voice taglines.
It is the chosen one. You must see it.
Just a subtle twist of the hand.
May the Force be with you.
Yes, I put like 10 of them on there.
Don't worry. The Force will guide us.
Yes, I love hearing their voices when I'm geeking out. It just feels like I'm in the movie a little bit. Yes. And of course, it comes with all the same awesome Proffie sound fonts that you've seen on my other videos, like the speeder bike, the pod racer, and a handful of your favorite characters like Obi-Wan, Anakin, Darth Maul, Palpatine. Thank you as always for hanging out with me, guys. Take care and be safe out there, and make sure to have an awesome Star Wars day.
Finding him was the will of the Force. I have no doubt of that.